We're bringing you the overall number of COVID cases at the moment. The pandemic, remember, is still not over. Total number of active cases stand at 4,46,805. Number flashing across your screens. These are the all India figures at the moment. 83,35,109 patients have already recovered and 1,30,993 deaths due to COVID in this country. Let's get you a sense of the worst hit states. Maharashtra still topping the charts. 82,904 active cases in the state of Maharashtra. 16,23,503 people have recovered from COVID in Maharashtra and 46,102 deaths have been clocked in. The second worst impacted state in the country happens to be Kerala, with 70,191 active cases, 4,61,394 recoveries and 1,915 deaths. Delhi, the third worst in the entire country. The national capital, active cases at the moment stand at 42,004 with 4,45,782 recoveries and 7,812 deaths. Latest figures coming in as of 18th of November, 11 a.m. this morning. Those are the figures of the COVID testing, but also let's get you a sense of what the Noida figures that really look like and what is going on in Delhi's neighborhood at the moment. Now, in a bid to contain the virus spread in Delhi's neighborhood, you've got Noida that is also conducting a lot of tests right there. Delhi is fighting third COVID wave at the moment. The random sampling in Noida is being done by rapid antigen-based tests. According to order, some randomly selected commuters are also getting tested. If you go from DND, you'll be able to notice this. All, including delivery boys to rickshaw drivers, are falling into the ambit of this particular testing. Areas with more than one positive case is declared a containment zone at the moment. However, Noida District Magistrate has now assured that there's going to be no restriction on free movement of people between Noida and Delhi. But if you're passing the DND, there are tests that are happening right there at the border. The order is coming in the wake of rising coronavirus cases in Delhi. Authorities believe that it has led to a surge in the cases in neighboring city of Noida and UP. Due to the surge that is happening in Delhi, there are 1,236 active cases in Noida. Delhi's been witnessing a huge spike in the number of coronavirus infections with over 40,000 active cases.
हम लोग फुल प्रिकॉशन लेके ही काम करेंगे। ऐसा भी प्रिकॉशन लेंगे कि कोई जाम ना लगे, कोई अप्रिय स्थिति ना हो। फोर्स का भी पूरा इंतजाम है और हम लोग रैंडम सैंपलिंग करेंगे, एंटीजन टेस्ट कराएंगे। मैक्सिमम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा नंबर होंगे चेक करने के और हम लोग ऐसा कोई टारगेट नहीं लेके चल रहे कि 100 करने हैं कि 200 करने हैं, 500 भी कर सकते हैं। जितना मैक्सिमम नंबर होगा शाम तक करेंगे। जो नहीं कराना चाहता वो ना कराए, ऐसा कोई फोर्स नहीं है, लेकिन उनको हम सर्विलेंस पे रखेंगे। जो नहीं कराना चाहता उनका मोबाइल नंबर और पता उनका नोट करेंगे और उनको सर्विलेंस पे लगाएंगे।
Random sampling for COVID cases will start at Noida Delhi border and all the arrangements have been done. The medical staff are being getting ready and to take samples. So it would be an antigen test and all the preparations have been done right here at the Noida Delhi border, and what Delhi CMO Noida is telling that it would be a voluntary test. If someone is not willing to give their samples, then they will track them through their phone numbers, but if someone will be found positive, then if he or she is a resident of Delhi, then the district administration in Delhi would be informed, and if Noida resident is going to be found to be positive, then whatever are the protocols in Noida, that will be followed immediately. With camera person Waqar Ahmed, it's Kumar Kunal for India Today from Delhi Noida border.
All right, Tanushree is now joining us live, getting us the latest as far as this particular testing is concerned. Tanushree, rising number of cases in Noida, that's the whole concern of the district magistrate and authorities at the moment. This is coming in the light of the fact that Delhi is seeing an increase in COVID numbers as well. What's going on at the DND as well? A lot of people are getting tested. There are concerns and speculations rife at this point of time whether there will be entry from Delhi to Noida that is going to be prohibited. This is some news that our viewers can use at the moment. If you could just get us up to speed.
Well, Chaiti, Well, Chaiti, there is going to be absolutely no restrictions as far as the movement is concerned, the cross-border movement is concerned. Anybody entering from Delhi to Uttar Pradesh is absolutely free to enter the borders. But the only difference is now going to be, which is a decision being taken by the authorities, that a random sampling, a random coronavirus testing will be done at the borders. Now, for every 40 to 50 car, Chaiti, two cars will be selected out, and those people will be tested. It's going to be a rapid antigen test, and the results going to come out in exactly 15 minutes. And what the traffic police has told us is that they are going to make sure that there is no traffic snarls at at the border areas due to this testing. Only two people, only two persons, only two cars out of every 40 and 50 cars are going to stop here at the border. You can see right behind me the volunteers, the medical volunteers, in fact, they are carrying out the testing, and one car, in fact, just about 5 minutes from now was stopped, and that person was tested for coronavirus. Now, the results going to come in exactly in 15 minutes. So he is the person who was stopped here at the DND border. He was tested. Sir, आप resident कहाँ के हैं? दिल्ली के कि नोएडा के? Okay, right.
It is my wish. I want to make myself comfortable, whether I'm okay, and also that is why I want to.
आप दिल्ली के रहने वाले हैं कि नोएडा?
मैं फरीदाबाद का रहने वाला हूँ.
आप यहाँ से आ रहे थे तो टेस्टिंग?
मैंने जब देखा कि यहाँ पर फ्री चेकअप हो रही है तो मुझे अच्छा लगा. मैंने बोला क्यों टाइम वेस्ट होगा, किसी और जगह जाने से अच्छा है कि जहाँ पर ये बूथ लगा है वहाँ जाइए.
मैम, इस तरीके से अगर कोई खुद से भी चाहे सर कि खुद से रुक के यहाँ टेस्ट करा ले तो वो भी पॉसिबल है? वो भी पॉसिबल है, और 15 मिनट में इसका रिजल्ट आ जाएगा. ठीक है. So, as we heard from the volunteers here, they are telling us that in fact anybody who is voluntarily wants to get tested here at the border can also get it done. And every two cars in 40 to 50 cars will be stopped. The authorities are expecting 100 tests at least per day. And it's not a mandatory or a compulsory process you have to go through, Chaiti. If suppose you are the person who has been stopped at the border and you do not want to get tested at the border, you want to go to some hospital to get tested, or maybe you're getting late, you can totally tell the authorities that, and they will let you free. They are not going to hold you back to get the test. So it's not a mandatory test, but it's only being done for the betterment of people, so that the surge in cases,
good initiative taken by the Noida administration out there. So whoever is getting in from Delhi to Noida, you can get yourself tested. It's not compulsory, as Tanushree was mentioning, but there are different places where you can get yourself tested. There are COVID tests that are currently happening at the DND and Sheela border as well. Select Delhi commuters are going to be tested too. So, and if you feel like you want to get tested, as Tanushree was mentioning, you can go ahead and get yourself tested. These are antigen tests that are being done for commuters from Delhi. The test only takes 15 to 20 minutes. There is no restriction on traffic or commuters. The testing teams are at the DND border as well. There is also a government advisory which has been floated for all the Noida hospitals. All of this is coming in the light of the fact that we are seeing a growing amount of COVID cases in the national capital in Delhi. Case for the vaccine for coronavirus is heating up. 3 vaccine candidates, Moderna, Pfizer, Russia's Sputnik V, have shown encouraging results in the latest, all 3 claiming an efficacy of over 90%. Speaking to India Today, Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has also expressed confidence that India will get COVID vaccine by early next year. Russia's vaccine, Sputnik, will undergo phase 2 and 3 trials from next week in India. It's going to reach Ganesh Shankar Vidyarthi Medical College in Kanpur, wherein more than 180 volunteers have already registered themselves for clinical assessment of the vaccine. This, of course, coming in after Russian President Vladimir Putin pledged vaccine help to India.
देखिए, ये डेट देना बहुत मुश्किल है, लेकिन वैक्सीन के रिसर्च के मामले में भारत के वैज्ञानिक जो है दुनिया के वैज्ञानिकों की तरह बहुत अच्छी तरह से काम कर रहे हैं. जैसे उसके जो कामयाबी के रिजल्ट्स आएंगे तो देश के सामने उनको प्रस्तुत किया जाएगा. निश्चित रूप से अगले साल के अंदर वैक्सीन आएगा और अगले साल के शुरुआती महीनों में ही आएगा.
All right, and staying with the story that has got to do with vaccine, finally a shot in the arm coming in for the COVID vaccine program. 3 vaccine candidates, Moderna, Pfizer and Russia's Sputnik V, have shown encouraging results in late-stage trials. All 3 claiming an efficacy, as I was already mentioning, of over 90%. There is hope of a COVID vaccine being ready by early next year. But the big question is, who gets the vaccine first and how? Here's a look.
Hope on the horizon. 2 US drug makers have reported encouraging results from the large trial testing of coronavirus vaccines back to back. Moderna announced its jab is almost 95% effective. Pfizer and co-developer BioNTech reported 90% efficacy in their vaccine candidate. For a pandemic that has infected more than 53 million and killed more than 1 million people around the world, the bar for an effective shot is set at 50%.
So now we have 2 vaccines that are really quite effective. So I think this is a really strong step forward to where we want to be about getting control of this outbreak.
Both Moderna and Pfizer used innovative technology in designing their vaccines.
This is such a different technology. It's very, very different from conventional ones. The main advantage is that with this technology, with the same production process, involving the same production of RNA, purification and formulation, you can produce virtually any RNA molecule, which then translates into basically any vaccine candidate.
In layman's terms, the concept means injecting part of the coronavirus genetic code into the body, which in turn stimulates the immune system to attack should the real virus try to invade. But a factor that could complicate their future distribution, especially to low-income areas in hot climates, is their storage and availability. Both require low temperatures, -20 degrees Celsius for Moderna and an ultra-cold storage of -75 Celsius for Pfizer. Routine flu and MMR vaccines in comparison can be stored safely between 2 and 8 Celsius.
If the question is when will I get the vaccine, a lot depends on where I am in the world. What we are seeing on the global stage play out at the moment is vaccine nationalism. Most of the rich nations have already pre-booked huge quantities of the vaccine, which has left others with very little.
A challenge for countries like India to inoculate their large population with genetic jabs like Moderna and Pfizer's. Rich countries have already cornered more than half of the promised supply of COVID-19 vaccines under development. Leftover stocks promised to nations like India, Bangladesh and Mexico.
The first agreement that we reached with the US government was for an order of 100 million doses. So we anticipate to be able to ship up to 20 million of those 100 million before the end of the year. So we are making product, as you know, every day and stockpiling it and
and Russia are among 10 other vaccine makers in the big phase 3 trials. They have also reported high degrees of efficacy. More than 50 other candidates are in earlier stages of testing. With rich countries hoarding the stockpiles already, India seems to have been ahead of the curve for having partnered in other vaccine development programs indigenously and internationally.
There are several genetic vaccines like Moderna, Pfizer, Zydus, to name a few, that are in development. And AstraZeneca or the Oxford vaccine are being produced in India by the Serum Institute of India. So they will likely be available to most Indians. The timelines we can look at are maybe early January 2021 for frontline workers like healthcare workers, and mid of 2021 for the general Indian population.
No room for complacency. No letting the guard down over the hopeful news. Stay masked, stay distanced with hand hygiene till a jab becomes widely available. With Aishwarya Paliwal, Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, everyone is wondering when is the vaccine going to be available to us all. Let's get you a status update on where all the vaccine candidates stand. Let's start off with Bharat Biotech, the Covaxin candidate, the first Indian vaccine which is at the moment in stage 3 trials. The trials have been conducted on 26,000 volunteers. They've been conducted in collaboration with ICMR. The next one, of course, is by Zydus Cadila. The candidate is ZyCoV-D. It is expected to enter the stage 3 clinical trials by December. The vaccine is likely to be ready by 2021 March. the in-house manufacturing capacity of 100 million doses have been created, and that's where it stands. The other one, of course, is the Serum Institute of India in association with AstraZeneca, the Oxford one. The candidate is Covishield. It is entered the phase 3 trials already. The trials have been conducted on 1,600 participants already and aims to have 100 million doses by December. And that is where the race to vaccine really stands in India at the moment.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.